Hi, surprise. Mama left me unsupervised again. So I decided I'm going to turn the phone on and talk to you guys for a minute. Check out the fancy doodads I have going on behind me. Pretty cool. So I'm going live because, again, I'm unsupervised. Nobody's watching me. So I kind of get free reign when that happens. Um, and I didn't tell nobody either. So I'm probably going to talk to myself. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of show you guys a little bit about some of the tech prepping I'm doing for this May trip that we're doing. Marianne's downstairs brainstorming, and hi Lisa, brainstorming and talking with Rochelle and doing all that cool stuff. So she's distracted. Hey Sandra, great life today. Hi Amora Witch Empath, Susan Wolf. Wow, all you guys are just online, aren't you? Surprise, because nobody but you and me know that I'm alive right now. Marianne has no clue. So there is that. But like I said, we're getting ready for this May trip. Things are uh, going good. I mean, we have a lot of the route planned out. She has a lot of it locked in. She's still setting up some new things. Sean, I believe she got your email. I don't know if she's responded to you yet, but I know she's looking at your email and stuff. So definitely working that one out. Um, but as you guys can probably imagine with this wonderful background, we have a lot of equipment that we're trying to figure out um, how we're going to use during the trip for 3 weeks and how we're going to charge it and what we're going to do beyond that. So I started kind of figuring out some stuff and I thought, hey, why don't I go live? So here I am. So anyway, this is the system I normally work off of. If that kind of gives you an idea of when I'm doing my editing and all my fancy stuff that I'm pulling together, this is where I'm sitting, this is where I'm working. Um, and I have to go from that, all that stuff. If you want, like I said, this is just totally impromptu. I'm not supervised. So if you want to share it out, share it out. That's totally cool with me. Marianne comes upstairs, she'll be in for a surprise. But anyway, like I was saying, I go from all this stuff up here, and now I'm supposed to use this little tiny thing. Cool sound effect. So all that I'm supposed to cram into this little box. That should be fun. To do live streams, to do editing, to do uh, data dumps, to do all that fun stuff. That's going to be exciting. Um, so one of the things we did have to get was another external hard drive. I think it was about an 8 terabit, and I hope that's going to be enough to store all the footage and everything from when we're out there doing our thing. If not, I might have to be really creative, or I might have to go find another external hard drive, but hopefully not, because we're trying to make sure we have enough gas, which is kind of important. Kind of. I mean, we could ride a bike, but that might take 3 months just to get to Texas. But anyway, so I'm working on the gear, and one of the cool gifts that we were given, sorry for the bright lights, is this bad boy. Hi, Chicken Wing. So this is a jump start kit, as you can see. But the thing that I'm going to do with it is I'm thinking of trying to use it to charge the batteries when I need something to charge it. Wow, I am washed out. Oh well. But like I said, as you can imagine, we have a lot of gear that we're taking with us. Um, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That's only part of it. We got more down there. We got more up there. And so that's going to be fun. One of our main cameras that we're going to be using during the daytime is going to be our brand new fancy dancy GoPros. Now, the GoPros have interchangeable batteries, but I think we only get about an hour, hour and a half per battery. So when we're out filming all day, that's not going to cut it. So I'm going to switch the camera view around if I can figure it out on this phone. There we go. So we have extra batteries here, hopefully enough, to charge for each of our GoPros. So that's just one set of batteries that we're dealing with. This bad boy has a whole lot more batteries that we need to charge. A lot of these ones you're seeing here are for the lights. So when we're filming in the dark or in dark buildings or whatnot, we'll be using these. But again, we got ones that took external batteries so we could swap them out instead of putting them on charge. But I have a lot of these batteries, but I'm going to need to keep those charged. Now, one of our cameras that you haven't seen yet, one of our cameras that you guys haven't seen yet is the one that we started our channel off with. Wow, there's a lot of bright lights all around me. Is the one that we're going to be using for nighttime. The only downfall is we only have one camera for nighttime, except for our body cam. And so the body cam, night vision, does all that, but doesn't really do very good for picking up my audio. So there is that. But the one that Marianne is going to be working with is this camera here. This is the one you usually see her holding at nighttime. And this is also the one we use during our live streams. So when you're looking at us during our live, this is what we're looking at. We have a lot of junk, but it's all useful. So this one also takes batteries, as you can imagine. But these are bigger batteries. These are bigger ones, and so they last usually probably 3 or 4 hours, roughly, per battery. And I do have 2 of the large ones, and I have one small one for an emergency last-minute hurry-up and film. This is a little different. I know that I don't normally sit there and talk about my equipment that much, but it's a lot to figure out how I'm going to charge all this stuff while we're on the road for 3 weeks. Especially if we're going to be crashing in the car some nights, if we're going to be sitting at campsites, stuff like that. I'm sure there are going to be times where we are going to find outlets and stuff like that, but I got a plan for worst case scenario, because that's what I do. And so I need to figure out a way I could charge this stuff while we're on the road, without having regular outlets. Now, a lot of these things that we charge do use USB cables, so that helps as far as being able to plug it into like the car while we're driving. Hi, hanging. Hey, thanks, Ronnie. I kind of had to customize that workbench myself. It was just a regular shelf system, but this is what's supposed to be on the bottom section, but that wasn't going to work for me. So anyway, I kind of tweaked it out. But like I was saying, a lot of our equipment uses USB cords, which is fine. We can plug it into the cigarette port of the vehicle that we're driving. But again, when the car is parked or turned off while we're trying to sleep, we're not going to kill our battery. So that didn't really make a whole lot of sense to do. So that's why, again, this bad boy that was purchased for us is going to save my bacon, because I'm going to be able to plug a lot of our gear into this and not worry so much about using the car charger when we're shut down. Now, I don't want to drain this too much though, because if our battery in our car does die, it would be good enough to have enough juice in that thing to start the car back up again, even though I hope that don't happen. That last comment disappeared, so I'm sorry I didn't catch it. When somebody else comments, it'll pop back up and I'll try to catch it again. So, there's an adapter you can get. Yeah, yeah, I have a lot of those adapters. Uh, yes, Lisa, you did send me a cord that I could plug that into the wall, and it's actually sitting right here. I plugged it in and charged it. Um, but again, that's when I'm at places where I can plug it into a wall outlet. If I'm somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, that's not going to work. But I did find out by reading the manual on this bad boy that I can actually recharge the battery box by using this and plugging it into the cigarette port. So I can recharge that on the road if I need to, but I have a feeling like I'm going to be using the cigarette port on the car a lot. Or Jeep or whatever. Um, so what I'm trying to figure out, and it may or may not work, is I have um, a lot of boxes. So GoPro, stuff like that. So I have an adapter that converts it from one USB to 3. And so what my thought process is on this bad boy, if I open this up, there's a USB port right in it. Now, what I would say to do is probably, come on phone, what I'm thinking of doing is to just kind of pretend that that is an oversized external battery charger, but with a supersized battery in it. So that should help a great deal. A great deal. Remember to have an extra car battery with me in case, just an idea. That is a good idea, but I don't know if we're going to have room for another car battery. That would be nice though. Maybe I could figure something out. I'll have to think about that. But again, what I was thinking of doing with this thing is if I plug this into here, like that. Have a good night, Sandra. Thanks for popping in. Gives me three adapters I could work with. Now for the GoPros, we keep the chargers of the GoPros in with the GoPro, which kind of makes sense. That's probably the only thing I do keep with the actual piece of equipment. So 2 of these, but it has 2 ports for just one of them. So if I use the cable that goes with it, and I'm trying to do this with one hand, so be gentle. I am unsupervised. Usually Marianne kind of keeps me in check. Hey Mike, hope you're doing good. So by doing that, theoretically, I could charge the GoPro batteries 2 at a time. And if I really need to, I could actually plug the other one in as well. So I could charge 4 of the batteries at the same time. Off that. If I do remember right, I think I have to push the USB button so the USB light lights up. And that should be powering these up. So, just to check. Yep. So this one isn't lighting up because I think that one's already fully charged. Nope, there it goes. So that's going to help a great deal for charging the GoPros during the day. Now the same thing can be done with these, which are to charge the battery lights. Now I don't think I'm going to need these as often, but when I do, it sure would be nice to have them available. Another nice thing too is that this little charger is the one for this guy. So I should be able to plug in my body cam into the same setup and be able to run with that one. So theoretically, I should be able to charge, switch room. Theoretically, I should be able to charge the GoPros, the lights, the body cam, our cell phones if needed, with that. The downfall is that camera I was showing you that Marianne usually uses. That doesn't. I don't have an external battery charger for that anymore. I lost it a few years ago, and I just haven't ever bought a new one yet. Um, so that doesn't really help. So that means that that has to be plugged in directly to the camera with an AC outlet to charge that one. So that's going to be a little trickier because I can't really do that with this. I do have an inverter that plugs into it. Thank you, hanging with honey. That does plug into an inverter, but I don't think I want to use an inverter on that. I might if I'm in a pinch, but I don't think I'd want to. So I may just try to use that on the vehicle's cigarette port while we're driving, um, and see if that'll charge it up. Okay. Aside from that, we'll need a lot of AA's and AAA batteries because, of course, we're going to have stuff like our flashlights, K2s, millimeters, spirit box. But I think the spirit box I could charge off this thing too. Um, this thing is amazing because not only does it jump your vehicle if you need to, it also has a compressor on the back so it can fill up the tires if I get a low tire or something, which is brilliant because I've been there before. Um, but yeah, this is the stuff I'm trying to figure out while Marianne's downstairs, um, crunching away because she is. Should we go surprise her and just take you guys to her and you can see her environment? I might, Lisa. By the time I get to your place, I'll probably know whether or not I need one. Yes. Okay. Well, I gotta warn her a little bit to make sure she doesn't have any documents out that she's not supposed to have out, and hopefully the signal holds strong. Let's go down there and see. Oh, by the way, before I squirrel, this is the shelf that we put a lot of the stuff you guys send us. So a lot of the cool cards, the S box, the toilet paper, the cat balls, the book. So don't think we just take what you guys send us and toss it, because we don't. We take really good care of it because you guys mean a lot to us, and it means a lot that you guys send us stuff like that. So I might get a little dark here for a sec, so hang on. Hello?
Yeah,
What you doing?
I'm just placing an order.
Okay, is all the personal documentation hid?
Not, hang on. Yes.
Okay, guys, this is what she goes through on a daily basis.
Hi.
This is her work area.
I'm working.
This is where she lives when she's not on camera.
I know, and it's a disgusting mess right now, but I'm sorting through it.
Hanging with Honey says hi.
Hey, what's up?
Mike chuckled. LOL.
Taxes just kind of ruined my office,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna put it back together. But I got my Oreos, so
Mm-hmm.
we're good.
I'm in trouble. Oh, here, let me get a close up on those. Toilet paper earrings.
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah.
I just barely took them out too. I'm wearing them all day. I love these things.
That was from Neva. That was very cool.
I know. I love them.
Essentials. Hanging with Honey says.
Yes.
And Hanging with Honey, oh my gosh, you got them. Yep.
Yep, I did.
Sure did.
Yep.
But I was kind of telling them that I was unsupervised. Amora Witch Empath says cute and funny. I was telling them I was unsupervised up there, which was true. And so I was showing them some of the stuff I was doing. Wow, totally disappeared.
Yeah. What happened?
Stare at the wall.
There we go.
I was telling them I was unsupervised, so I figured I'd show them what I was doing to prep, how I was using the battery box to charge the batteries and stuff like that.
All right.
So, I did tell them that I can't use that for the nighttime camera, and I can't use it for the drone either. That's another thing I cannot use that for. So I'm gonna have to still figure that out.
Yeah.
But we did find something out about our car today that we haven't known for the 3
I
years that
know.
we've owned it.
Isn't this crazy?
Okay. We own a Chevy Cruze, right?
Oh.
And somebody asked us a while ago, well, don't the back seats fold down? No.
No.
No, they don't. Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it does. It totally does.
I went out there today and I took the car seat out and laid it down. I said, hey, look at there. We've had the car for 3 years and we never realized it did that.
Nope.
A Morowitch empath suggested that we consider getting a second battery for the car. Because it would probably help to keep everything charged, and it would probably help in case one of the batteries went bad.
I hadn't thought of that.
Because there is a way, because I'm not a MacGyver, but I guess I'm close.
Yeah, he is.
Inside joke
Yeah,
for
he
her,
is.
Rochelle G.
Yeah, he's my MacGyver.
Close. But
We've had jokes around the house that if we just give him like a lemon and a toothpick, he can fix just about anything.
there was a situation about a locked door, and I was joking around. I said, get me a paper clip, napkin, and something else.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
And I could get that door open, and oddly enough, it worked.
And it worked. So yeah, I kind of did.
I do make things work that aren't supposed to.
Yeah.
It's so you don't get stranded for all the charging, so the extra battery. So,
That's a good idea, though.
and I could
I didn't
wire,
think about that.
I could wire the two batteries together to where it charges both of them at the same time.
Huh. Safely?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
I-
that's something I don't understand.
I used to work on power chairs back in the day, years and years ago, and all the power chairs work off two batteries. And so I know there's a way that you can wire them the correct way to charge up both the batteries, and to keep them both charged while the car's running. So I know there's a way to do that. I know how to do it. I just don't know where we'd put the second battery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Depends on the vehicle, I guess.
Yeah.
Shirley Gold, hi, how are you both doing? I love the humor you bring in the video.
Hey, Shirley.
The humor's our real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't even know he was filming, so surprise.
she had no idea.
Nope.
I told them that too. I said, should we go down and see what she's doing and surprise her? They're like, yes! I say, okay, here we go. There is something else cool though. Can I show them?
Oh, sure.
So we are making some cards for our road trip. Okay. And what were these cards meant for?
So this is my sort of spam a lot. No, actually, I don't really know what they're. They're just business cards. I figured we'd have to hand it out along the way because we're going to be meeting a ton of people, and they're not going to know who we are, most of them. So I came up with this.
Bam!
Business cards.
It's backwards on this phone, but
Yeah.
it says TIPA TV on the black bar.
Uh-huh.
And on the back it says TIPA TV was here. So
Yeah.
we're going to be spamming people. And we'll tell people across the country, if you find one of these cards, we'll give you a special shout out or something.
Yeah. That sounds like good.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I just made that up.
But it was a great idea, so let's do it.
So,
I like it.
all right. Well, we'll let you get back to work so I'm not distracting you here.
No, you're good. You're good. I've got my 35 tabs open and
Can I show them how many tabs?
yeah, go for it. Yeah, it's
That is how she operates.
yeah.
She cannot operate with one or two tabs. She has to have 30 of them open.
Yeah.
And
I'm
she-
exaggerating a little, but I've had that before. I've had 32 tabs open before.
She wondered why her computer is so
It's
slow.
not working.
All right, I'll leave you alone. I'll get back up there.
Alrighty.
So, bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's get back up and out of the way. The chats are disappearing real fast on me. I think that's because the phone is getting low. I'm gonna see if I can plug it in a little bit. Yeah, that should help. But again, like I said, there's still a lot more that we're planning, strategizing, and trying to figure out. By the way, that is not a real $1,000 bill, but I put it up there because that's my goal, to have $1,000 bill. You know what I mean. But tomorrow we are doing our Sunday fam chat. We have Sparks of the Paranormal coming on. Um, who do you hold track of all of them? I'm not sure what that message was. It faded out. Don't tell, I mean. Oh, I won't tell. But we're going to have Sparks of the Paranormal on Sunday Fam Chat tomorrow. I'm going to hang out. Hopefully, we're going to film a little video clip tonight if Marion can break away from her workstation and show him tomorrow because it'll be funny. It will be really funny. Um, yeah, we got to get it done. But we have in Denmark 1,000 kroner bill, legit. Wow, that's cool. Very cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, we got Sparks of the Paranormal coming on tomorrow. We're gonna hang out, talk with him. Hopefully, you guys can make it over there to check that out. I still have a lot more figuring out to do because I got to figure out how to get all my programs on that little laptop, and then figure out how I'm going to use them on the road. I think I'll figure it out, but I'm pretty good that way. And figure out how I'm going to charge the camera and the drone and stuff like that too, because you guys seem to love those drone shots. So I need to figure out how to make those drone shots work. We also have to order more batteries for it because the batteries only last like 20 minutes. So we're going to have to figure that out too. There's a lot going into this 3-week trip. And it is going to be epic because we're going to be hooking up with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys. And we can't wait. Yeah, a lot of this tech that you're seeing, though, it's from our production company where we filmed commercials, filmed weddings, indie films. So that's not all from the YouTube world, but we use a lot of it for the YouTube world. Kind of convenient that we had our hands on it. Hey, Unknown Ventures. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff, and there's even more stuff that's packed away that you don't even see. Um, we have a camera in there that's worth more than our car, which is way sketchy because I was afraid to even touch the camera for 3 days. I sat it down on the table and just stared at it. Yeah, kind of weird. Um, But yeah, I mean, like I said, we have Sparks of the Paranormal coming on tomorrow for our Sunday fam chat, and then we were supposed to go out today and do some filming. Unfortunately, the weather didn't want us to, so it decided to rain and thunder and do its normal routine for Utah. Um, so we didn't really get out to go film a whole lot, but that's okay because whenever she's not around, all I need is a phone and I could log in and hang out with you guys. Um, Today I hung out and watched Sandra Pink's live stream, and that was really cool watching her work the pendulum and answer people's questions. A lot of yes responses, so that was definitely a good thing. Then I went over and I watched Hidden Existence show over on their channel for a while between working. But one of the things I watch a lot on YouTube is ridiculousness. If you guys have never watched that show, it is funny. Just a bunch of random YouTube clips. They make fun of them. maybe eventually we'll be on one of those clips for good reasons. Yeah, Unknown Adventures knows what I'm talking about. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to come in and kind of give you a little showing of some of the equipment stuff I'm working on, brainstorming, figuring out, and seeing how I'm going to get work. Rochelle G is working with Marianne. Yeah, they are pretty crazy. Uh, Marianne really doesn't care for the laugh of Chanel West Coast though. Sounds like a dolphin laughing, just, but still a fun show. Um, but we're gonna have some more updates as far as our trip goes and everything else. If you guys haven't seen it, we do have a video up on our channel where we show on all the main points we're hitting. So we used Google Earth to make the little video clip showing all the locations. And then if anybody who's not on the route wants to meet us on the route, let us know and let us know where along our trip you want to stop and meet up with us. We'll definitely hook up with you guys. Um, as long as I don't screw up Marianne's itinerary. I hope that's the right word. Um, because she's worried I'm going to squirrel a lot and want to stop a lot and want to go check out things a lot. The past is here. I am glad to see that. How you doing, Past Life Explorer? But again, this is a lot of undertaking to film. Yeah, I definitely know how to squirrel. This is definitely an undertaking, just equipment wise. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Amora Witch Empath. I do appreciate it. Angie Crop. Hey, sorry, I'm unsupervised. That's why I didn't let any of the mods know that we were going live. Are we going to make a video of the whole road trip, like behind the scenes, on the road attractions? Um, we'll probably try to. I mean, our goal is to film as much as possible, as long as possible. Um, we don't have it in here, but we do have a dash cam that we've used for filming before in the past. Good. Just observe, Angie, because that's all you need to do. Um, but yeah, we're going to film a lot behind the scenes, but I think more importantly, we're going to try to do daily live streams so you guys can see where we're at, what we've done, where we're headed next. And if we run into any issues or any delays, you guys will know because we'll be doing live streams every day. And you'll see the whole journey with us live. Then I'm sure we'll film a lot of stuff that will be behind the scenes and stuff like that for another time. I'm going to try to do some editing while we're on our trip. I just can't make any promises because I don't know how it's going to go. That's why I'm taking that laptop, is in case I do have some downtime and I am able to. Hi, Bonnie. If I am able to, I will. But if not, at least you guys will be getting the live streams every day, and you'll see where we're at, what we're going through. We are so friggin' excited to meet up with you guys. Um, we just can't tell you how much excitement we have because you guys, especially the ones who've been with us for a long time now, know we've said, even from the early on videos, that we want to get to a point where we could come out and hang out with you. And when I used to say that, I meant it. I just didn't realize how fast we would be able to do it. Now we're doing it. And so each one of you that has came in, watched our videos, interacted with us, showed us how much you guys love us, and how just everything you guys do, we're actually able to come out and visit, hang out with you. And that's going to be epic because it's one thing to watch somebody online all the time, watch them on videos all the time, but it's another one you could actually sit down with them face to face and just kind of see that the personality that you guys are seeing on these videos is the exact same personality when the camera goes off. Yeah, we're not putting on a front. We're not pretending to be like the way we are. We're just naturally that way. And I think once we sit down with a lot of you guys, you really see that and really understand more that it doesn't matter if the camera's off or on. This is how we are. So I'm excited, and then also excited to hook up with people that you may know, like What the Paranormal, Hanging with Honey, Rooted Expeditions. I think we're supposed to hook up with Unknown Ventures. I'm not positive, so you'll have to correct me if not, but I think we are. Dirty South Paranormal, Rochelle G, Sparks of the Paranormal, and a lot of the fam too. Um, Possibly in Austin. Good, good. So hopefully we can make that happen. Um, and we're also hoping that while we're driving down the road, if we could come across something that looks cool on the side of the road and we have time, we are going to be in PA, Past Life Explorer. We are going to be in PA. You want to talk with Barry Ann about that? So shoot us an email at tipatvofficial@gmail.com and put May Trip PA or something like that. I'll let her know to keep an eye out for your email because we are going to be stopping through PA. I do know that much. And so maybe we could set up some time while we're there. That would be cool. Um, but yeah, any recommendations that some of you guys may have, like the extra car battery, great idea. I might be able to make that work if I could afford another car battery. Um, that's how we have to be on YouTube, right? A moral witch. We have to be us because people will see through the fakeness. Um, and yeah, anyway, but it's going to be a hell of a 3 weeks, and we're going to need you guys' support. Well, maybe you can get back out there sometime, Bonnie. Um, we're just going to be going through there for a day or so. I'm not exactly sure. Again, Marianne's the brains of the operation, so I'm just the guy who knows how to do the equipment, which I guess takes some brains, but I work better when I'm not supervised. Hey, Jen, long time. Hope you're doing good. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm not supervised right now, so I can say whatever I want and hopefully not get in trouble with it. Um, but again, if you guys aren't on the route or if you're not on the list already, you do want to meet us along the route. Best way to do it is on. All right, honey. Thank you. We appreciate that. Um, Shoot us an email. Let Marianne know. She's not going to be able to alter the route. Thanks, Chicken Wing. I appreciate that. Marianne won't be able to alter the route and or anything like that, but we will be able to make some extra stops here and there. So maybe if I drive an extra hour through the night, that'll give us an hour to hang out with you during the day. I have no problem doing that. And neither does Marianne because we're doing this whole trip for you guys. And so if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be going anywhere. She'd be sitting down in her office working on something else, like taxes again or more. I don't know. It's kind of scary to think, though. We need to take a break on that taxes. Yeah. So anyway, this is the outside of our studio sound booth where you see us recording is in there. I'm sure you recognize those chairs. This is where we do our work. Taxes are friggin' boring. You are 100% right. But they have to be done. Otherwise, you go to jail. That Joker poster is actually a really funny story. Somebody gave us that because they bought it and took it home, hung it up, and their dogs freaked out. And their dogs would not stop freaking out until they got rid of it. So they gave it to us. And if it works perfect on our studio door. is always just staring at people when they walk in. Pretty cool. But oh yeah, it's something I never showed you either. We have a wall of, I guess you could call it a wall of fame. So that guy up there is Joe Chin from Ghost Hunters International, and that's me. Susan Slaughter was one of our clients who does some amazing singing with us. Some of our other clients, some of our past clients. This was for Salt Lake's very first Comic Con. And you notice that guy right there? Yep. Between Jeremy Gates and Brett Griffith from Ghost Hunters. PITU, Factor Faked. Ghost Hunters, Factor Faked. Yep, that's me. Then Paul Bradford. Then these guys, Jay Verberg, Bill Bean. If you don't know who Bill Bean is, you should look him up. He has some really good stories. And Keith Age. Scott Grunwald, another one from Keith Age. So these are all people that we've hung out with or worked with here and there throughout the process. So we're, that's just a little bit more proof that we're not rookies. Yes, it's not a bass guitar, but it is a 6-string guitar. Yes, I do play the guitar sometimes, but I'm not good at it. I like to play it and make a lot of noise. I have 2 of them. That's the one with the Warlock head, though. So if you're into guitars, that'll make sense to you. But yeah, and we want to get LG up here. We want to get Rooted Expedition up here. We want to get Hanging with Honey up here. We need to get What the Paranormal up here. We need to get you guys up here. Because I want you guys to belong up on this wall with these guys. Sounds weird, maybe, to some of you. But it's really not weird. We need to get you guys up here on this wall with them. Because working with them was phenomenal. It was a great experience. Working with you guys are phenomenal. And it was a great experience. And real. So, it's kind of weird taking you through the place. But yeah. I put that ceiling fan in, but I didn't do a very good job, so I'll kind of keep that down. But anyway, I don't want to take up any more of you guys' time. I just kind of wanted to pop in, hang out with you. Hope you guys are having a very good day. And show you where we're at with our planning and our tripping and everything else. And I guess show you a little bit about where we're at and what we're doing. So I love you guys. Thank you very, very much for everything you do for us. Can't wait to see you. And we'll be on the road May 3rd to come see you guys. So thank you.